Good evening, everyone. I'm not saying nothing. No, we ain't got finished. Still got boxes in here. No washing machine in. No cooker.
Cooker's in kitchen.
Yeah, well, yeah, cooker's moved. It's in kitchen, but it's not connected. We're hoping everything will be done and dusted and we could start putting stuff back in kitchen, but no. I hope we had to resort to playing our spy this morning because electric were off for how long? About an hour and a half, 2 hours? I don't know.
2 hours.
Yeah, so we have to resort to playing our spy. Ooh, I'm just back painting walls tomorrow.
So you can do a better job than them Wallies. We've had.
Oh dear.
Paint a bit, this a bit, paint a bit, this a bit.
And bloke sent round. And bloke they sent round today. I've got them. Pardon the pun, but yeah. Whatever he's done, we could have done this then.
Yeah. Is it? Is that oil filled into you? Is that good enough for you?
Yeah. Well.
We'll finish it off. Yeah.
Hi, Bria. How are you? So yeah, plumber came and sorted upstairs toilet. So. Yeah, I assume so. Amjad. He's from Canada, isn't he? I think. Been doing my research, Amjad, just in case. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to get what washer going like clappers tonight. You know, cook some actually in the oven. Oh. Anyway, I was saying I'm veering off track a little bit. Plumber came, sorted toilet upstairs. They've put the shower up because it's like connected to taps. So I says, well, while you're here, I says, yeah, that's fine, Amjad. While you're here, just stick its washer on. Oh no, I can't do. No, that's not my job.
Put it in, screw it on, turn it on,
yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
It's just a case of pushing it into place, connecting a hose and plugging it in. And that's not his job.
Is that what I thought?
Oh yeah, but they fixed kitchen light. Woohoo!
Well, it sounded like when it says, "Oh, bloody kitchen light," like they've done us a favour.
And it did it first. It was
wires wrong.
It was the same bloke that had done it in first place, and he made it sound like he were doing Chris a favour. Oh, I've sorted your kitchen light out. Chris says if you'd have done it right in first place, which is true. 100% true. Ooh, pineapple and vanilla. Can I have some, Amjad? We're hoping that, yeah, adios workmen today, but no. I could do with something to calm me down. But, yeah. When there's a few more people in, Amjad, I'll tell you about this bloke. And he stood this, scratching his head. Yeah, my subscriber count did go up, Amjad, so I'm assuming he's subscribed to me. But when we were on Struggle Street yesterday, Brian's like we're promoting his lads thing, so I subscribe to him. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm just in one of them moods today. One of them, if you know what I mean. You know, we were going to have washing machine going 10 to a dozen. You know, but it's just not happened. Same as Chris says, you know, this plumber saying it weren't his job. You just got to connect to the pipe. And that's it. You know, same as Chris says. He could do it. But why should he do it when they took it out and everything in the first place? So, I don't know. I've got to that stage now where I'm past caring. So, what has everybody been up to over the weekend? Been absolutely down all day. And I mean, yeah, a bit of sleet, a bit of rail, you know, you name it. Wind.
I was sleeping this morning. Johnny Five with a love.
Hiya, Johnny. I'm having a right good whinge tonight, Johnny, because I can.
Did you get his fence done?
Yeah. Did you get your... Yeah. Hiya, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
What you eating, Richard? Let me guess. Rice and salmon. So, but yeah. It's, yeah. Oh dear. I could do another stream like that, Amjad, because, yeah. But I've just been, yeah, yeah, boy, salmon. Hi, Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah, did you, yeah, stain your gates? That's it. I know where I meant. You know, in between rain. But I'm in one of them moods where, you know, I don't know. I just give up. I can't, you know, I just can't give a shit. You know what I mean? I just feel like grabbing these cards. Yeah, did you do it in caravan, Johnny? He says, yeah, in this confined space. Well, I was just gonna say, I just feel like grabbing these boxes and just chucking them outside. Yeah, that's just the way I feel at the moment. Well, yeah. I'll open doors for you. But you know, you know, does anybody else ever feel like that, where you get to a point where you just couldn't give a shit anymore, you know, and you just want to go, yeah, I don't know, batshit crazy, if you know, if that's a word. Well, it is a word, but you know, I don't know, you want to let off some steam, and you just need something to channel that punsing up, brew. That's funny word, Richard. Yeah, it's you know, you've been building this tension up and building this tension up. You just want to, you know. but yeah, you know, we're a bit more aggression than that. Okay, then, Johnny. Oh dear. One good thing, Richard, they've sorted light out. And it was saying, this is a thing. I come down this morning. There were one in, because electric had gone off. There were one in fuse box thing here. And then there were another one in here. Ladders were in my way. So I looked at him. I says, is it just me? I says, or, you know, both on you look too young to be an electrician. We looked about 10 or 11. Anyway, so he says, oh, I can assure you, he says, I'm 24. I'm thinking, in they were older than that. And they both looked about 10 or 11. I thought, God, this don't bode well. Because apparently, right, the reason why it came in here is it's law nowadays that you have a fire alarm in your living room. Even though we've got one at downstairs, well, just through here, and one upstairs outside our bedroom. But apparently, it's now law that you have one down in living room. Honestly, Bria, I mean, our Callum's 21, and he looked older than what them two did. He did have a look at Callum about him, you know, with black glasses, but he got blonde hair. But yeah, I went, you sure you qualified? But he thought, cheeky cow. Am I not wrong, baby? I said to that electrician, I says, you both look, you know, don't look old enough to have passed. Yeah. Honestly. And he said to Chris, oh, I fixed that lighting kitchen for you, like you were doing as a favour, and it rimmed up in first place. I rest my case. But he like pulled this rose down, and then he cut another hole in the ceiling. And I says, oh, that's yet another hole.
Hello. I'm showing my head standing up on it, bloody hell.
Oh dear. We're hoping it'd all be done and dusted today, but no.
You know,
with Johnny.
So
right?
he says, who are you and what you done with Johnny?
Who's to prove it? It's still me.
But yeah.
I've got my beard line back.
Like, are you growing that bit back there?
Yeah, just like that. Not down row.
Yeah.
I've shaved a bit too much off.
But yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Apparently, that old fella plumber, he come and sorted downstairs toilet. I didn't even know that it were leaking. And then he buggered off. So then electricians come in. Tommy says, who the fuck is that? He shaved it off, Tommy.
You know something? I've seen Tracy's brother twice this week. I only noticed today I didn't have a beard.
You only noticed what?
Today that I didn't have a beard. And he'd been driving in the car when I dropped him off just as he said bye, he noticed. He gets summoned. No, I just felt like a change.
You got Keena's cough?
No, I just had a smoke.
Oh.
Told if you don't.
I've got a cough, Brian. Yeah,
When it comes to smoking, if you don't cough, it didn't do you any good.
but I've not had any while well,
It's true, fantasy.
only at weekends, if you know what I mean. But yeah,
It was a good beard. I had a few years out of it, but
I Gary.
Gary!
give it a few weeks, I'll have another beard.
But this is the thing, Johnny. He fixed upstairs toilet, which were out of bounds over the weekend, and he's put the shower above the bath. It says, "Oh, you can't use shower because we've got to come and seal it."
Yeah, Gary.
Now, wouldn't it have made sense for him to got mastic gun out while he were there and sealed it himself?
They just can't be asked. They'll only do what's on their worksheet.
Anyway, so when he came down, he says, that's upstairs sorted for you anyway. So Chris says, well, before you go, he says, just connect us that washing machine up. Oh, I can't, it's not my job. You know, it's connecting a hose.
Well, who disconnected it?
They did.
Right, well, they've got to put it back then.
You know, it's just connecting a hose, plugging it in, hey presto.
No, they've got to put it back on if they took it out.
It wouldn't have took him more than 2 minutes, if that.
They're just tossers, aren't they?
So Chris says, so that's yet another day. We are, you know, we asked it for this to be done Friday.
That's why I don't let anybody do it. I do it myself.
This is the thing. That's why I'm in the mood I'm in. I just feel like grabbing them and shaking them, if you know what I mean. And then the electricians only looked about 12. But yeah, it's
You had to paint them in a rather confined space.
I got them done then.
One's in some house drying and the other one's in workshop.
But
I had to give him a really. I sanded them with 2 different grits to make them nice and smooth because people could touch those gates. I don't want them getting splinters and shit.
But
I mean, for a fence, really, it's an internal fence. So
well, that other thing, and you says, oh, it's we've been like. Anyway, I can't remember. But I'll tell you how many weeks it is. I'll look on my calendar.
Yeah, every time I put gates out today, when sun was shining, it rained again.
That's it. It's been sort of like on and off today.
I put the umbrella up, my big umbrella, got one at gates done and dried and put that away. But then the wind picked up and nearly took the umbrella. So lifted this big metal stand that it's on as well.
It was showing you're in Nottinghamshire, and it was. Hiya, Jamie. It was lifting.
Hello, how are we doing?
It just lifted the caravan up and toppled it over.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
A bit windy down there, weren't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah, they come out all right.
What's that, Johnny? A gate?
New gates.
It's all right, that.
I've got all this hardware from today.
Excellent.
Well, I've got all the big, massive bolts and stuff. I meant the extra locks and, the latches so you can open it from the other side.
5 weeks on Wednesday since it started work.
What was the original time they give you when they started? How long did they say they'd take originally? Like 3 weeks.
Days.
Who?
20 days.
20 days.
And it's 5 weeks on Wednesday.
So that's 25 days for kickoff.
So they've shot the bonus then.
Like a solicitor.
Oh dear.
Maybe a different kind of soliciting.
Hi Tim, how are you? Oh, dear.
Oh, Tim.
I tell you, I've been in one of them moods today. I just feel like grabbing these boxes and just throwing them all outside.
Don't do that in rain.
No, I won't bother.
I mean, same as Chris says, you probably won't be able to lift them anyway.
It's not going to rain tomorrow.
That's
so
what I
it's,
said in chat. It's like punting up, brew. That's what my mum says. It's like punting up, brew, when things aren't going right.
Yeah, fucking big style. Oh dear.
it was like the same with Gate. Every time we got Gate,
Hey up, hey up, hey up.
and I said, "You're taking piss now."
This is the thing. But supervisor or something come round this morning, and Chris took him round all these sockets that all need, an abomination, right? And then to top it off, I've got another one up here. What was that saying?
Oh no, I've never.
Tommy wants to know what that saying were.
Which, oh, that one, punting up, brew. You know, kicking a ball up, or my mum says, I'm punting up, brew, with that.
Anyway, so this supervisor come round and Chris says, just look at this light switch, that socket, blah blah blah, where they've made a right cock up on them. And he says, right, just come with me a minute. So he took him upstairs into the bathroom. There's all plaster splattered all over in bathroom, as well as the one downstairs. So he says, oh, once it's all completed, well, and Chris says, well, what happened to your workmen tidying up after, leaving it nice and tidy?
Yeah, it says that in the agreement, doesn't it?
Don't worry about that. He says, we'll send somebody around, when everything's completed.
Yeah. They're going to send Gramble around with his cloth.
Yeah. Gramble.
Anyway, we've now got a fire alarm in here. What can see green light on it now? It's all right. I said to Chris I couldn't see green light on it earlier on. Anyway, so that were another hole in the ceiling. Plus where the rose thing is, that they were all there as well. So this old fella come. I mean, he looked a bit like Johnny, actually.
Oh, Tim.
Cheers.
Well, he did. He did. He did look like you. But it got less hair than you, let's just say.
Mine's just, I'm showered and it's gone.
So anyway, he said something about, they've told me to come and do some filling in. That's the word he used. They've told me to come round and do some filling in.
So if you don't do it right, I'm going to fucking fill you in.
But this is the thing, Johnny. Apparently, he only started working from Thursday.
Oh dear.
So he stood in kitchen and in toilet and he sort.
Hey Richard, send him out for a can of AIR.
And he stood there like this and he says, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, we need a pipe stretcher and a can of AIR.
Yeah, it sort of got to have a word with his bosses on. I'll just show you his handiwork, in here particularly. You can't really see. Maybe turn. Oh,
I can see it already around light.
See it?
Yeah.
That's him filling it in.
Oh dear Lord. Why can't anybody do anything right anymore? This is bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spend so much time fucking it up that they could just do it right in the first place.
Okie dokie then, Jamie. But yeah.
Have you told them that child passed?
No, not yet. I ain't got round to that bit yet.
Jamie.
So yeah, that sort of yeah. showing you a bit of his handiwork.
Yeah, I think I should have the new gates on by tomorrow. End of the day. If it don't rain all day, which I don't think it's gonna, I should have it done. I need to rejig the post, you see. Beef
I
them
don't
up.
have a chat for you, Johnny.
And all he'd got were a bucket of like polyfiller. That's it.
Not bothering
Sunny all day tomorrow for you, Johnny.
Oh, nice one. Nice
Sunny
one.
spells, 10 degrees, 11 degrees.
That'll do.
Hey, James here.
Ooh,
Hey, here I am.
that'll do
Can
for
you
me.
hear me? It's been a while since I've been on.
That'll do.
Yes.
I've been busy.
Yes.
Now I'm going to jig out the old post, Richard, and make them taller.
Right.
I can understand like every third word you say. I got puss, and I was like, "What?"
I didn't get that one either. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
I
Can
think
you
it's
guys hear
got
me
to be
okay?
I think
Yeah.
it's got to be a Lancashire saying because I'd not heard of it either.
What's that?
That
The one your mum said.
Punting up, bro. Yeah.
punting up brew.
Yeah. Mum says I'm punting bloody up, bro.
Yeah, I felt like punting up brew somebody today.
Not going to ask how you spell it.
Is my volume better now?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
hear me?
been
Oh,
good.
that's all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems okay, Jamie.
Because I forgot how I had the system set up for lives.
What the origin is.
I've been on a live show for so long, and my equipment's not set up for that.
Mine's
How's retirement suiting you?
Oh, it's great. There's a lot of. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my volume so I can hear you guys better. There we go. No, it's going great. I'm catching up on my videos. I've had stuff out since 2017 that I didn't edit yet.
Yeah.
So I'm slowly catching up. But doing the yard work, catching up on house projects, the honeydew lists,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So
On the to-do list, it never gets done.
nope.
Well, I think about it, Chris has just reminded me he got his exam results today. He failed maths, but he passed his English.
Hey, he's half there.
Who needs maths?
When an English person fails English, what?
Oh well, I mean yeah. Anyway,
I'm going to teach English. What's your qualifications? I'm English.
He went in college today, and they came in and announced, and reeled off all these names, and he says Callum Pickering, maths failed, English passed. Congratulations.
Oh, I thought you said the other way around. I'm sorry.
No, he failed the maths, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sharp on math myself. So,
isn't it, Richard? We've all got a calculator on this phone. It's good.
Yeah.
But you see, when it's equivalent to a GCSE.
Yeah, I got a C in maths. I got a B in English.
They do all this algebra and all that.
B in history.
That's bullshit algebra. You'd never use it or look at it again in your life after you leave school.
B plus in art.
I use algebra and trigonometry every day.
Yeah.
No.
I could tell with look on his face, Richard, he was fibbing.
I got a B in woodwork.
I think some of these nutty professors using it when they do all the squiggle squaggling, but that's about it.
My first build was a bottle opener.
Look at you now.
I went to high school.
Some were houses and
A year later, I was building a pram.
Well, you did need algebra to open a beer bottle because you had to get it on the right angle.
Yeah.
Sorry, algebra joke. Yeah, right angle.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I got it.
You go, okay.
can somebody come and kick these builders up their arses?
This me right up.
Yeah, I'm just in one of them moods today, Jamie. They were supposed to be done and dusted and finished today, but no.
Oh,
Yeah. And the
they
plumber suddenly found out he's not qualified to put in a washing machine.
that's interesting.
Qualified to fix a toilet leak.
They got a filler in who forgot his polyfiller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he didn't know what the heck he was doing. They sent him armed with a bucket of polyfiller and one of these angled things that I use for cakes and whatever.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Great. He says, well, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do because I only started work from Thursday. I thought, oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
They're just hiring anybody in desperation to get
Yeah.
a job.
And I just sat there and I went,
Jesus. Good God.
that was it, Richard.
It's all right. They sent a guy to fit a door here, but fucking, he looked about 12 and he would have stood there confused.
Honest to God, them two electricians, I thought they were straight out of nursery. They
Richard, they fitted me a new sink in bathroom, right? The tile come with 4 tiles. 4 little white tiles. So where the fuck do you think you're putting them? We went round the kitchen, around the sink for your splashback. So just leave me in the filler and fuck off.
He says, was he just filling in for the day?
Oh dear.
Oh,
Literally.
So we aren't them kind of jokes, Tommy.
And he didn't know how to do it. That's a joke.
He just didn't know what he were doing. Top and bottom of it where he came armed with a bucket of polyfiller and
that's good news, that, Richard.
spatula.
Thank you for that weather report.
That light switch. He hadn't done that one. He hadn't done that one.
I got pissed off though, Richard, because them gates are heavy now, so taking them in and out every time sun come out.
Gary says he still uses an
One of my errands, I stopped by my old workplace and I talked to a couple people. In about a month, they're graduating. I used to work at a college, and the kids are graduating in a month. Usually about 2 weeks before everybody's going crazy. It's a month ahead of time and everybody's going crazy. Because I left in November. I guess they finally decided to fill my position. So, and that person doesn't know what they're doing, which is not his fault. They should have hired right after I left. Actually, before I left.
Replacement these days.
But that's it. This fella, they'd probably give him a tub of polyfiller and a spatula and says, there you go to, and fill in. You know what I mean? Didn't know what the heck he was doing at all.
Well, just because he's a plumber or was a plumber's assistant doesn't mean he used that product before. Yeah.
Say that again, Richard.
Did he actually fill any holes in or not?
Maybe. He filled this in, sort of.
Yeah.
But this is what amazes me. You seen that picture of that great big square cutout above electric cupboard in here? Filled that in.
You what?
Can you? I'll show you a picture.
He filled that in.
He's filled it in.
Piece of A4 over it and just paint over it.
But yeah, and I says to Chris, I says,
I once did that at a flat I was renting. I leant against wall and my elbow went straight through. He just fucking put a piece of A4 paper over it all and just painted over it.
Hello, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Hey, love. We've got the baby, so he must be asleep.
I hope, Tommy. We've got a lot of snags. Put it that way. I mean, Jamie. Hang on a minute. This is the state that they left the downstairs bathroom toilet.
Oh, I see it. Yes, tilt it just a little bit more.
Tilt it forward.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
We call that modern art.
And the one upstairs in the upstairs bathroom, it's just got plaster splattered everywhere on the door.
That's called Dob and Splat.
Oh dear, Johnny, you don't know half on it. I felt like dobbing and splatting today.
I told that guy fitting our door, I just said, just fuck off and leave it.
Yeah,
alone."
yeah, Jamie, this is the workmanship.
Right,
Look.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's not a place to put your secret money either. It's not
I know,
supposed to look
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, look,
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
it gets better.
Yeah. The blank's got a bit of an air conditioning problem. They've made a right ash of it, haven't they? That wouldn't be acceptable in any like private residence, would it? You know what?
Trying to find that picture that Chris sent me.
Tracy's on about doing some late night baking.
That's a hole that they cut out, and where that door is, behind there is like electric fuse board and whatever.
Oh,
Yeah, he's managed to fill that in.
Yeah, that's a good colour match.
No,
that's the hole. Yeah.
that was just the hole. That was before he filled it in.
Right, go on, let's see what it looks like now.
Maybe just go take a picture where he's filled that hole in
It's
there.
still black.
It must have put a
No,
piece
in
of plaster
plastic,
in.
That's what I'm thinking too. Probably put a
Yes,
piece of
I
plaster in and
Chris, I
went
says,
around it.
I says, basically, he's tried to fill this one in here, made a right mess of it. Yeah, in passage, there's a great big square cut out of it, and he's filled it in.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's a bag of shit.
Well, it's a-
Looks like a bag of shit.
Yeah,
I'll tell some
yeah.
when it comes
Chris
round
Chris
tomorrow.
tells it how it is. You know what I mean?
I say, is this good enough for your house? That's what I asked her.
But yeah,
Right,
it had have took that plumber today less than 2 minutes just to connect washing machine and plug it in. That's it. Same as Chris says.
I said straight, well, one of you took it out and one of you is putting it back in, whether it's you or another one. Get up fucking phone.
He says to this supervisor, he says, it's all right for you. He says, but we've been out without a washing machine for 4 weeks. He says, and now we've had to go to the laundrette.
18. Hang on.
So, yeah, my socks are walking on their own.
27.
27 quid week, yeah.
It cost us nearly £30 in all
Just to wash the
to go
clothes.
to laundrette, and baskets overflowing because we thought it'd be in today.
We hadn't even filled it in proper. You still, you can
Don't-
still see.
Yeah, don't send it. Just I'll show
I'll
them.
send it you, hang
Oh.
on.
Well, they'll have a job, Gary, because we ain't got an attic. You'll laugh at this. You'll laugh at this.
It's the loft that's to the flat roof.
This is the big hole that he filled in.
Oh, sweet
Oh my
Lord,
goodness.
What the fuck's that?
Is he coming back to sand it? I hope.
That is what he's done today. That's that big hole that they cut out.
Even I could have
He could have done the shell design, Richard.
If he just puts
Looks like
spackle
an
on it,
art
that's
set.
going to shrink. It's going to fall right down.
That looks like Artex as well. You put too much
Oh
on.
yeah, you couldn't make it up.
He needs to practice with paper mache.
I don't think it'll last till this Thursday if that's his workmanship.
Yeah, that's
I know it's equal opportunities these days, but getting all fucking builders that are blind, it's not good.
Hey up, Tracy. I asked liaison woman rung up and I says, it's costing
Yeah,
nearly
that's
£30 in laundrette fees. Can we claim that back? And she went, no, because when you sign that thing that, you know, you're happy if it were to think, you basically, yeah.
You signed your life away.
well, I tell you what, if he didn't put a screen up there beforehand, that's going to shrink and it's going to fall right back down.
I'm going to tell bloody.
So when we didn't have a dryer for a few weeks, Jesus Christ.
Gary says it's pound shop filler.
That's right.
Yep.
That's not bad stuff. Whack a bit of PVA in it. That'll be good.
And this is the thing, the plumber came out, he fixed a leak on downstairs toilet, it were a different plumber, and he buggered off. That were it, we didn't see him after that.
You know that bloke, that old fella, Well, sure, a 52-year-old wife just tricked you crazy.
That's what does when he's got to stand that bloody hole flat. That's why he put
I think he got a bit of a thing for me, because when he come to fill this hole in and went, it got like this, it was like a metal step thing. You know. So he got up on it and it was like this, and he says, "Oh, I nearly fell on you." No, I don't want him on top of me, because I was sat here and he would fill it up here.
Yeah, what about that, Trey? When that idiot, that 12-year-old tried to fit my bathroom door.
You know, if you're about 30 years younger, and you know, I might allow him fall on top of me, but
Something out of a movie, huh?
Yeah, and I. Oh, dear. But yeah, the plumber that put the shower in, and the plumber that fixed the leak up in the upstairs toilet. So Chris says, "Oh, does that mean we can have a shower now?" Then he went, "No, not till it's sealed." I thought, well, why the heck hadn't he sealed it himself? It's just you know, and that'd be it.
It's not on my worksheet.
And then he came down here, and Chris says, "Are you going to plumb that? Are you going to put that washing machine back in?" He went, "It's not my job." So now we've got to wait for somebody coming tomorrow to fit the cooker back in and fit the washing machine in.
Yeah, I think Johnny's right. If it's not on their work order, they don't do it.
I don't know what. Plus, because she's having a total revamp, she's got different tradespersons. Like I said, they sent some little plumber.
I mean, to me, a plumber's a plumber. You know what I mean? To me, a plumber's a plumber. And you have to adapt.
Hi, partners.
You know what I mean? A plumber is an whole spectrum of things. You know what I mean? You know, I Urbexy, how are you? But yeah, you know what I mean? It took him, 2 minutes to put some mastic round bath. It took him 2 minutes to put washing machine in, but no. And then you know,
Three words like my ass.
This has been going on 5 weeks. It's like cardboard sitting here. I've had it up to here.
All the time it's took you, I built a fence.
Hey, up.
Hey, Marcus.
Jeanette, in the time it took you to get your place done, I've built a fence, a pirate ship, a wheelbarrow, and now I'm on my garden gate.
5 weeks on Wednesday since they started. 20th of March started.
Oh, and I had a week away as well.
Yeah, and you had a week away. No.
I think they were just starting it when I went away, didn't they? My birthday on 18th of March, wasn't it?
Yeah, you went on Monday as they started on Wednesday.
Yeah, that way, yeah. So I've had a holiday as well. And had to go pick the wood up.
But yeah, I've been in one of them moods today. You know, I either wanted to chuck all these boxes outside, or I wanted to put a mat underneath them all.
But you thought better because you were boxing clever.
Okay then, Dad. See you later.
Good to see you, partners. How's it going?
You've done
it.
Yeah, for getting rid of all that base, taking years off you.
I told him that.
Put the line back now.
15 years younger.
At least.
I'm not going to go full beard back there. Just the line bit. Yeah.
Good night, Amjad.
Night, Amjad. Get that painting done.
I think we're having a party when it's finished. Oh dear.
Yes, when in the morning, I need to paint the back of the gate, leave that to dry, and start stripping the other gates down, taking all the bits and bobs.
But didn't you order all what's the
Got 'em.
jigs last night?
We've got them.
Yeah.
Got a big catch, one of them clipping bolts, you know, when the gate shut, the latches.
Yeah.
And then a bolt for the bottom. I've got the big drop down bolts and stuff off the other gate.
Tracy says, did I hear you say party? Well, if you see Union Jack flying above our arch, you'll know they've finished. Oh dear.
Yeah. It's going to be over up party poppers for a month.
Yeah. It's bring your own dustpan and brush. Oh, Mark.
Sand all them electric sand all them gates today. There was dust everywhere.
Oh dear. Chris, I mean, it's even Chris is getting peed off.
I was coughing up sawdust.
It says to me tonight. It says, sod it. It says I'm going to start putting stuff back in cupboards. It says no matter what they say, because they told us we can't put stuff back in cupboards until they've finished. Oh yeah. Hey, hopefully Amjad next week we'll be back to baking. She says.
See you later, Amjad.
She says hopefully. And all this time, 5 weeks, I have not baked a thing in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I can't. Well, I could do something fire, but all the mixing bowls and everything, they all packed away. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I've not baked anything in 5 weeks.
I bet Callum's starving.
It's wasting away.
But you'd have a fight over a digestive biscuit now.
Fight the OK Corral.
Yeah. Can you imagine feeding frenzy when I do bake?
The 5'5".
So you can still peep over the top of it.
I can, yeah, Tracy can't. It's like that. I'm leaving the gap. So, there's gaps in the gate. You get me to see.
But I did ask Callum Tracy, are you joining us next week? And he says, I don't know. I haven't made my mind up. I says, well, you know, you're not under any obligation. He says, I might get a miss this time. So it'd probably just be me and Tracy.
She's baking something now, I think.
You know, for the revival. You know, the grand. You know.
They've come back to WWE, haven't they? Revival. That tag team.
Sorry about that. Did you hear that?
What was that?
My video finished compiling and it automatically starts running when it finishes.
So,
sorry, I forgot about that part.
What software do you use?
Say again?
What editing software do you use?
I use Magix. It's a German-based software, but it's
I've not heard of
quite
that
good.
one. Yeah, not heard of that one. I've heard of a few.
Yeah.
Stuff like your DaVinci Resolve, whatever it is.
Just tried that and he couldn't get on with it.
Yeah, Power Direct, obviously Adobe.
Oh yes.
What's the first one I used? I forgot what it's called. Pinnacle Studio. That's
yes.
the one I used.
I've used that years ago. That's not too bad at all. But there is one thing that with those editing softwares, editing suites, don't use the music that comes with the editing suites. I learned that the hard way because YouTube will demonetize it. Even though technically you have the licensor to do it, the actual artist can come get you and actually put a strike against you. So now I use Epidemic Sound.
You know, when I'm doing me intros and outros and whatever on Canva, even though I pay for Canva, I got a copyright on last Mondays, I think it were, and I had to put it out. I said to Chris, I says, I'm not faffing about doing this, that, and other. I says, I'll you know, they trim it for you.
Well, my intro, it came with music, but I took that music out and put my own in.
Good to see you,
Because
Betsy.
just to be safe.
I use copyright-free music. YouTube's music studio.
Yeah,
But you see,
there is some
even
good
that
stuff on there.
part nest. I mean, Chris has done that. He's used YouTube Studio music and got a copyright on that.
Yeah,
So
if the artist leaves, they can. Yeah, if the artist leaves, they can actually copyright you, the artist themselves, which I don't think they should be able to, but they can. So now I use Epidemic Sound. You have to pay for it, but
Chris uses that.
Yeah.
Epidemic Sound.
Yeah, because the artist, if the artists leave Epidemic Sound, they can't turn around by contract. They can't turn around and copyright the music that the users have.
I don't use that much music, only in my intro and outro. Most. I mean, you know, if I've got a bit where speed a clip up, like a time lapse, I'll stick a bit of music in. But aside from that, I don't really use music in my videos.
Yeah, I don't use it too much in my unboxings, but my travel videos I do, especially like Parkness. If I try to condense it, and I don't have a whole lot of information to give, I just put music over top of it.
Really windy.
It's like a thin blue line, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Between But you see,
bye, Johnny.
On some of Chris's,
I'm just going to grab a cuppa.
On some of Chris's, they don't appear straight away. They go back years.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, it's a problem.
Well, I just had to do 5 of them from 2 years ago because that artist left where I have Magic Studio. I use their inside music, the music that's supposed to come with it, that's supposed to be licensed. But that artist left, and now he's going around and copywriting everybody. So I had to redo a good 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah, the one last week that shone straight up as soon as I closed the live stream down, and it was the intro that I did.
Yep.
So I've done another intro, but obviously I'll wait till I close it down before I see whether or not they've. I mean, Chris did say to me, he says, "Well, just be careful, because they can copyright you, even though you're on a version of Canva, and it's in their audio archives."
So I only use Canva for thumbnails.
But yeah,
I actually use my my editing suite. I just do like a little video edit, but then I take a JPEG still of it. Uh-oh. Is it something I said? Everybody's leaving.
Or a phone call. Johnny's gone to make a cup.
It's a Yorkshire thing. We all need a cup of
Yorkshire thing.
Okay.
Well, I guess this is the thing, Bexy. To me, it's only like a few seconds. This intro that I did, and I thought to myself, it's not worth going down the road of appealing a copyright. I may as well just cut it out, and then it's gone.
Yeah, it's not worth the
easy option is just to cut it, and
I had to do with that Da Vinci, but it just did me head in.
Chris
tried
it, and he just couldn't get it. I mean, he gets most things, when he's good at his editing. But for some reason, he just could not get his head around that Da Vinci.
Yeah. I've tried loads of them, and I always end up going back to the same one.
I look at it this way, Richard. I mean, I don't know nothing at all about editing. When I used to do my vlogs, Chris used to edit them for me.
Yeah.
it's what works for you. What works for you might not work.
You just get used to it, don't you? It's what you get used to. I use Final Cuts, and it's just what I'm used to, and it's just
That's it.
so simple.
What works for you might not work for the next person, but what software they're using might not. You know what I mean? It's just what you get used to and what you at ease using.
The beauty of it is if you can get Final Cut for free, even though they want you to pay 600 quid for it, you can find it on the internet for free. You know.
Urbexy says Resolve is quite daunting, but once you have been using it for a little while, it becomes easier. Now, because see, this is what Chris can do OBS and all this, you know, stuff, but he could not get on with that at all. You know what I mean?
That OBS is quite mind-numbing. I've had a play with that, and I just got fed up with it.
Yeah, you can get really deep in OBS.
You know, if I'm doing an hour and I can't still see that gets filed.
You know, you can get your pitch perfect, but then your audio's all over the place. You know what I mean? You sort of like line everything up.
I've messed around with it loads of times, OBS. I just think, God, putting all this effort in.
Oh, you missed a lot, Parkness. I mean, oh man.
Yeah, I'm sure I did, didn't I?
All right, we're talking about editing software now.
Yeah.
And I've just said to Richard, what he uses, you might not like, or what you're using, Richard might not like. You know what I mean? It's all
no real right or wrong.
You know, the individual, what they prefer.
Yeah, if it can do what you want it to do.
Yeah, I use Magix because it was the closest to what I learned in college. I have a degree in television production, and that's very close to what they had there.
That's it. And Chris uses Power Director.
Oh yeah.
I used to have the Adobe one when kids were at college. We had the Adobe one when you got it free.
Was it Premiere Pro or there's Premiere Elements? That's what I use.
It was the video editing one. It was the full suite. You know, it came free to students. You see, so
sounds like Premiere Pro.
Yeah,
I've used Premiere Pro before.
That is the
get along with it.
Know, when you've got like a student in family, you get a lot of things, you know, that go with the college courses and whatever. Hi, Austin, how are you?
Yeah, my wife is a retired teacher. When she was a teacher, she was getting all that free as well.
When my Final Cut's a 90-day trial, you get the full product for 90 days. Well, I just reset the clock on that when it gets to 90 days and start it again.
There you go.
You go for another 90 days free.
You can go into BIOS on a Mac and alter it and just set the 90 days going again.
Oh, yeah.
Professional chocolate screen licker. Looking forward to your baking again.
I love that name. Professional chocolate screen licker. Okay, well, I guess I better get going. I gotta upload that video. Hey.
See you later, Jamie.
You bet. Bye now.
See you later.
Bye.
See you.
Bye. Yeah, there's no way I'm paying for crazy money for software. Bugger that. No chance.
Well, this is what I got. I got it for a good price on Amazon, so I thought that's worth it. I mean, since upgraded to a newer version.
I think that one that Chris has got, that Power Director, that's the latest version.
And like I says, I'm not knocking any other ones. You know, stuff like there's like Sony Vegas as well. That's another one.
That's expensive, is that? I've had that, and I got on all right with Sony, but that was for Windows. You see, now I could get that now because I'm
available on Mac.
I know. I don't think it is available. It might be. I don't know.
I think Adobe's available on Mac. In fact, it's got a Mac installation disk as well as Windows one.
Yeah, I've had Adobe on this because I had it when kids were at college. But I had Sony Vegas for a long time. I did, and I got on all right with that. I mean, that very similar to Final Cut.
Oh, that's it's another Final Cut. Yeah, forgot about that one.
Final Cut's my own, you know. But Sony Vegas is very similar to that.
I mean, the way I see it is, at end of the day, they're all editing software, and so long as it does what it says it does on the box,
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
as long as it works, that's all you want it to do.
I don't think they're all quite equal, but as long as it does the job for, for whatever application,
You see, this is the thing. When I just did my vlogs before I started doing live streams, Chris used to have to edit mine because he'd say, "Oh, sit me down," and he'd say, "Oh, you do this, and then you put this in there," and
the problem is
my editing is quite basic for the most part. Obviously, you'll shoot one bit, you'll shoot one clip, and then you shoot another bit, and all I do is I just trim ends off clips. From when I'm starting camera to stopping it, you have your gap. Just trim ends off.
Reason it would just beyond me editing.
Half the time it's not the editing software that's the fault. People tend to put editing software on a computer that's not capable, and it just grinds it down.
Well, that could be a problem. Yeah, you need
they're all resource hungry. All editors are really hungry.
Yeah, I agree with that.
4K.
Yeah, 4K.
They used to be bigger than that, Jeanette.
It's a lot of hard drive space.
You see, I look at it this way. Mine is only an Acer, laptop, Chromebook, or whatever you want to call it. But it does what I want it to do. And this probably won't have the capability to.
The Keeners is a good little laptop.
Well, that's the one we bought Callum for Christmas. Now, it's exactly the same as mine, but mine's Acer and that's HP. Exactly the same.
What's this laptop I've got for work? And it's an Elite Book.
You see, I don't edit my. A lot of people don't, Tim. You know what I mean? But like with Chris, we take it photographs and drone footage, etc. You have to do some editing because you're incorporating still photographs with, video clips from the drone.
Yeah, and if you're shooting more than one thing, you might be doing.
This is Urbex says he picked up a Chromebook last week. They're bloody brilliant for the price. I've had this nearly 2 years.
Yeah, I got me.
I can run two cameras because when I do the baking, I use a 2-camera setup. Now, Callum says to me, I want something similar to what yours is.
It's a nice strong cup, partner. Still got the tea bag and a headlock.
Yep.
And Johnny had bought Keener the exact same laptop.
Hope it's yours.
And I bought our Callum the exact same one as Johnny bought Keener, and it's an HP Chromebook. Whereas mine's an Acer Chromebook, but they're on the same layout, same. There's no Windows.
No, it comes straight on the minute.
It's is it OS?
Chrome OS.
Yeah, and all I do is put my Google thing in, and that's it.
Well, yeah, so it's basically seamlessly integrated with your Google account.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I think because it says Lenovo Slim, I think they're all on the same level. But yeah, obviously mine's an Acer, Callum's as an HP. But I think they're all on the same sort of. It does what I want it to do. It allows me to go live. I can use a 2-camera setup. You see, I've got a wireless mouse, and I've got this thing inside. Yeah, like a thing what you plug in.
A keyboard.
That goes in a USB. So when I do use the 2-camera setup, I have to unplug that and use my pad on my laptop.
Oh, they're a pain in the ass. Them touch pads.
Oh God, yeah, I don't get on with them. So
no, neither do I. When you're typing, if it's you sort of touch it as well when you're typing on a keyboard.
I use that all the time. The the Smart.
My problem is that
Obviously, when
I
I'm
get
doing the
jangled. I keep wrong one up.
when I'm doing the baking, I have the two camera setup. So I have one camera plugged in this side because there's a USB this
I'll
side.
say that's a Bobby Dazzler.
Yeah, and I have to
Yeah,
unplug this.
keyboard.
Right.
Christmas present.
So yeah,
Exactly, doing a better keyboard and mouse.
It's only for one night, so I can sort of persevere with touchpad just for one night. So I mean, I don't mind that, because I says to Chris, like before, I was using the laptop webcam, but yeah, it's all right, but it's not as good as the external webcams.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I got two webcams anyway. So I said to Chris, well, I may as well plug one in one side.
I suppose it's not being able to really control the brightness settings and stuff with us, the onboard camera.
But you see, like it's like when I put link in for Tracy. Oh, pardon me. It lets me copy it, and then I say to Chris, I forgot how you pasted. Oh dear.
Remember when you tried to print the whole internet?
It's been that long, I forgot how to do it anyway. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's all right just for one night, you know what I mean? I look at it that way.
We went to Jeanette, she printed off some baking thing for Tracy, and she accidentally clicked the whole internet and it just carried on printing and printing.
And then we have it internet in hard copy.
Yeah.
I printed off at Rainforest off, Richard.
Did the whole page, it was about 12 pages.
We have at work, we print labels off to put on pallets, and I'm everlastingly. So whoever's used it last leaves it on double-sided, and it puts it on and sucks it back in. Whoa, was it gone?
Well, you see, when I'm doing my recipes, I have it printing on both sides. Hiya, Gordo.
Oh, Gordo.
But yeah, you know, I mean, I have learnt since that, you know, you can do a drop-down thing and select the pages that you want to print. So, you know what I mean?
It's me, Gordo. Don't freak out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got that. I've sort of got that sus now. You know, plus with recipes, most aren't longer than two pages anyway. So when you do like, you know, where it takes it back in to print it on the other side, you're cutting down on paper, you see.
Environment one.
I just whacked it off, Gordo. I don't know.
So
I'm going one back, but this is more like this is straight line though.
So
it might get a bit thick, but
once all these boxes is gone, there'll be a printing frenzy because I've downloaded no end of recipes.
That's the legal department.
I've always got on well with my Mac, but I've got to admit this. I've never thought I'd say this, but this other computer just wipes the floor with it for speed. Unbelievable. Just wipes the floor with it.
Is it a Windows one?
Oh, I've tried everything. I switch them both on together, see who wins, and it's always this Windows one. I click on Google, who wins, it's always this. At every test, it wins.
Yeah.
Every time. It's like lightning. It's instant.
Or is it a gaming PC?
It is, yeah. It's got a lot of, I don't know what app it is. It's got all sorts of shite inside of it, but it's...
because you're using it for basic stuff, it'll fly.
I'm just using it for normal use. You know, it's all lit up, all that crap. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's lots of fans and shit going on.
Yeah, it's a custom build, that one.
But it's just like lightning. You know what I mean?
Oh, Gordo finally tested negative for the lurgy. Good news, Gordo.
That's why when
But yeah, I
Paul
mean,
Sony
we've got the
reminded
basic.
me, I thought, I'm going to get a copy of that Sony Vegas from somewhere.
We've got the basic of basic printers. It's a Canon printer. They're about 40 quid. And I like the simplicity of it because you put paper in bottom, so it takes it up, prints one side, and then it takes it back in and turns it round and prints the other side.
Yeah, sucks it back in.
Yeah. But you see, I download them on my phone, but the problem that you've got with your phone, it's only small. So when you're trying to read stuff, I like it printed out, and I like the recipe in front of me, so I know exactly what I'm doing. But
Keena got star of the day today. Should have went back today.
Ooh.
She got it for reading her presentation out loud. None of her kids wanted to read it. They wanted to teach her to read it. She stood up in front of the class and read it.
For the Keena.
On Stone Age.
Ooh.
She does presentations without asking her. She just does it on the computer and puts on.
I mean, it's good that she's got the,
thing. Way in front, tech-wise, than other kids. Way in front.
You know what I mean? A lot of kids her age are a bit, shy and this. You know what I mean? At least she's got the what's it to get up there.
She's me in miniature form.
Oh dear.
Well, it's got a right gob on her, as you know. She's 9, keeps threatening me with 10.
Oh dear. You know what we used to tell Callum when he started getting it back to us? Carry on, Callum, you're not lived to see your next birthday. You soon shut up.
I'm going to say I've been saying that since you were 2, but that just sounds fucking awful. Yeah, she has got a bit of a gob on her.
But she's the same as you said, Johnny. She's just, for her age, a bit outspoken, and you know what I mean.
I'd rather she were like that than timid, because if she were being timid, I'd know something were up.
Hey up, Richard. You know that that bird that Callum said was touchy feely when he would his scribe. She stopped and spoke to him today.
Oh, hellfire! What a funny name, hasn't she? She's got like a foreign sounding name.
I forgot what I said her name is now.
It was something like a foreign sounding name, weren't it?
Well, this one of women that come round with that was Sophia. It's not Sophia, right?
Oh, right, that's what I was thinking, Sophia.
Yeah, well, can you remember when he did his exam and he got a scribe and he says she went right close to him and he says,
yeah, I want a scribe.
She's a bit touchy-feely.
I want one of them as well. Yeah, a touchy-feely scribe.
Oh, dear.
I think I've got a bloody splinter in my finger.
He says they were in college and, yeah, they sort of paths crossed and... Hey, Callum.
I come and scribe for you, yeah. There's a guy in Lancashire.
She must only be in her 20s.
Oh, God, that's no use to me.
No, she's
only... I've got 2 daughters in the 20s.
There's only a young...
Where are you going? I'm off out with your daughters.
Yeah. No, it's way too young, is that? I'd draw the line at that age.
You're too much fucking asshole, wouldn't it? No, all my kids are.
Oh, don't worry about it, Crypto. It was just the fact that it were waiting outside Vets, because he'd been gone to pick biscuits.
Open it up, everybody's sacked.
They were outside Vets, and they were on, pharmacist or whatever you call it didn't reopen
I got it. I had a
at
splinter.
2 o'clock.
Thought I had a splinter.
So he gave me a video call, and he says, "Bugger it." I says, "While I'm sat waiting," he says, "I'll go live," and that's what he did. So I sort of messaged a few people. I put it in like the group and whatever.
I started to change, God.
And I looked.
Plus, I turned 48 a few weeks ago.
I looked back, and it's been 10 months since he last went live.
Hey, my coffee machine's been acting funny and all.
Do you need to do your filter thing?
Well, it's
Define funny.
do you know when you press the button and it goes into that little bit of a warm-up mode before you set it going? Yours might not do it. On mine, we've got
a button either side, and you can press it once for like a cold drink, and then you press it again for a hot drink, and you've got to wait for that red light stopping flashing before you proceed. You know,
does your red light just stay red, or does it change colour?
No, it don't change colour.
See, on mine, it flashes red for about 5 seconds, and it goes green, and then you're good to go, and you get a hot drink. So you whack that a bit. Now it flashes red and goes orange. So I got manual light.
One arm went like that, Richard.
So I got the manual light, and as Partner says, it needs descaling. So I followed the instructions, got some descaler, did all the crap that it says, run the descaler through it, blah, 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 blah. Run fresh water through it, and it's still freaking orange as lights.
I don't think it because we had one.
Leave it unplugged for a while, it might reset things.
It's already said it descaled.
It's switched off all day today at Mains.
I've got one of them. What's mine now?
One of our very early ones that went like that, and it was stopped on orange.
You put this white disc in, and when you shut the lid down, it does a clean.
It still works.
Oh, it works.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
When you look in book, it says needs exactly like Partner said. It needs descaling. So I bought some descaler off Amazon, and it's the actual brand for the correct brand for the machine and all that shit. I follow the instructions by the letter, and it's still bloody orange as light. I used the where is Bockel? I don't know where Bockel is. It's in bin there, but it's the correct one, Dolce Gusto. It's like the right measurements and everything for the machine. You pour the whole bottle in, and then you top it up with normal water, and you cycle it. You do 3 cups you're cycling. Well, I did way more than 3. I put a pan under and left it running and kept recycling it, so it got a right good degging, and it's still frigging orange as light.
You try flushing it through with just water.
Yeah. I mean, it's working all right, but it's just annoying. It used to be a green light, now it's orange. I feel like
big green.
I want the green light.
Leave it unplugged and stuff. It might just.
It's been unplugged. It's been switched off at Mains all day from 6:30 this morning till 8 o'clock tonight. I mean, because before I leave,
maybe if you've got a few drinks through it, it'll just reset it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's say I've got a Tassimo. It's just that she's got so many appliances on bloody worktop. I don't get it. It's in cupboard.
I just think it must be dodgy water around here, because I've never had to descale anything else when I used to live at home.
It says if the descaling light is still on, the machine hasn't been rinsed with enough water after using the descaling agent.
But I rinsed about 3 pans through it.
We recommend that you flush the machine with fresh water, remove the water tank from the machine, and fill to the max mark with tap water. Go to settings and rinse the machine with water.
Yeah, that's what I've done. I actually had a pan underneath it instead of a cup, and just kept going swap pan.
You see, one of our older ones went like that, and the orange light won't go off, but it still works fine. It's just that we couldn't get shut of this orange light.
Yeah, bastard thing.
Run some white vinegar through it. Yeah.
It says once you've done descaling routine, the machine will return to the red then green sequence. But you see, it's like an automatic one,
Yeah.
and it's got a thing either side, and you press it once if you want a cold drink, which is like blue, and then you press it again for a hot drink.
Yeah.
And that's it. You just press other thing, and it's like it stops after you've,
Yeah.
So you see, Arne got a green light. It's just got this blue one for cold drinks and red for hot drinks.
It's yours a posh machine. Mine's only a cheap boy off. In fact, I wish I'd spent more money because I think that it annoys me having to keep filling the tank up. It's only a little tank.
It says, why is the descaling light still on after descaling? Why has this happened? The descale process was not recognised by your machine. A process may have been skipped or carried out too quickly.
I don't know.
So stop being so fucking fussy.
Gordo said run some white vinegar through it.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Or put tea bag in cup.
I've still got some descaler out because I got 2 bottles. I did. Naff water around here, that's what it is, because I never had to descale anything when I lived in other place. Water must be a bit ropey. Is it hard water that descales, or is it soft water? I can never remember.
Hard water is when
Is it hard water that needs descaling?
Pods, I just haven't got you around to use it for a while.
Yeah, because you used to pick kettle elements full of it and all that crap. Well, we never had that when I lived at home, when I lived at other place, so this must be different water around here.
Tell you where my mum lives, water comes out white for the first second. Second. I've got to do a bathroom ceiling soon because we use cheap paint and it's flaking.
Gordo says our machine has a separate descaling pod, but we have a Tassimo.
Yeah, the Tassimo one, it has like a yellow disc and you put it in and it does the sequence.
Yeah, well, mine has a thing that you put in it to descale, like a little plastic thing that you put in. It's like almost like an empty pod, I suppose.
Mm.
It does say here as well, this is like questions that people have asked. And it says, switch on, hold button down until it flashes orange, run a tank of water, run a tank of descaler and vinegar, that white vinegar. Then flush thoroughly, switch off, and bingo, green light returns.
Yeah, cost you 15 quid in vinegar.
I shall have another weekend. I'll have another do with it.
It says, I have just descaled my machine 3 times, and still the orange light came on. With feeling utterly fed up, found this website. And this, as if by magic, I did what that said, and voila, the machine was flashing green again.
What was that?
I'll tell you for $5.99.
What did that tell you to do?
I don't know. It's just
that wind's banging bloody fence next door. The fence panel's broken.
Yeah, I will watch it. This water here must be a bit cocky, like, because it's, something not right with it.
Nice and quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's I think the water is funny because there's like a mesh gauze thing in my tap in sink, and that fills up with like gunge. Does that? And I'm like, where's gunge coming from? You know what I mean? Gunge. What the freaking hell is this? Like black gunge.
Acetic acid.
That doesn't sound good.
But you see, I mean, with this one that we've got, we've not had no problems, but we have had that problem before with the older machines that we've had.
Yeah, that machine I've had about it a few years.
I think there's D-scale our Tassimo machine once.
You see, at the end of the day, you're filling a water tank up, so you're filling that tank up with the water out your tap, and if it's hard water, it's going to clog it up, innit? Mainly calcium. Ah, there you go. Yeah, Gordo says he has to descale his kettle once a month at least.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that hard water does build up limescale.
Yeah.
Gary says I've got some brick acid if you need it.
Yeah.
But
is that for matching the stones up then, Gary? You just thought roof stuff and all that.
I mean the vinegar. You've got me at it there, yawning. Yeah, try just a bottle of white vinegar and try it. But what do you run? You know, when you're descaling it, do you? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, boy.
Do you run cold water or warm water?
I did it with hot water because it said on the instructions. It said,
"Good to see you."
Do 3 cycles. It said, as in make 3 coffees, but obviously you're not making coffees, and that's what it said. Do it, and it said put fresh water in and rinse it through. That's all it told me to do. To 3. Well, I thought that don't seem a lot. That so I had to give it an extra do, and I just still do it pan.
What did you make, Rex?
Oh, what? Sorry.
It's on about his coffee machine.
Oh, descaling coffee machine.
Oh.
Orange lights come on, then it means you have to descale it. Somehow.
Oh, yeah. Hello, chat. Hello, everybody else. So go on, Johnny boy.
But you bought descaler and run that through a few times, but it's the orange light's still staying on.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Unplug the orange light.
Smash it.
But
that's like now buying it when he's selling that car.
Got it.
So I fixed the oil leak. Went, oh, did you put oil in it? Went, no, I took out the bulb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do it.
Got a marker pen and burn to wherever lights on.
It comes with about 1 speed wiper.
So what have I missed? How's the kitchen and everything going? Is it a sore subject?
She's had a 12-year-old in that can't
roll up my sleeves. I'll sort them up.
Two 12-year-old electricians.
Oh, that's too young. That's too fucking
Honestly, our Callum looked older than what they, and I says, it come in here because apparently it's law now that you have a smoke detector in here. I'm going to go into that.
Yeah.
So
right, otherwise she's having a fag.
He took this rose thing down, put a wire through, and then cut another square out in roof. And I says, yeah,
another hole in your roof in your living room. Are you fucking joking?
Sent a 12-year-old around with some polyfiller.
Anyway, I says to him, I says, is it just me? I says, or do you know? I says there were two on them. One were doing fuse board in there,
Yeah.
and they were in here. I says, electricians getting younger nowadays. I says, you only both on you. I says, only look about 12. So he says, I can assure you. He says, I'm 24.
Oh man!
And he says, him in there's older than me.
And my kids are older than both.
So then this young un with blonde hair, and he got glasses on like Callum's, like black. Yeah. Anyway, he turned round and he went to Chris. He says, I fixed you that lighting kitchen. Like you were doing him a favour. And Chris says, well, it were you that fucked up in first place. It were him that did it.
Was it?
So, well, that's the peep show side.
It sounds like you're at fucking war with them.
Bunch of fucking clowns.
Well, there's a battleground, isn't it?
The plumber didn't put the washing and he wanted his job to put the washing machine back in.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking horrendous. They put all your washing machine away and everything.
No.
Is it all finished, the kitchen?
Sort of.
What's that to do?
Oh, God.
Oh, listen, you need a fucking whacking stick for next time when they come in.
There were this bloke come round, right? Because Chris, supervisor, came round this morning to see what we needed doing. So Chris took him out round all light switches and everything that were all cockeyed and great gaps and everything in them. So anyway, a bit later on, this oldish fella come round with a bucket of polyfiller. Anyway, I don't know whether you can. I'm just moving.
It's fucking insane how these people have even got a job. Like,
it's a farce, isn't it?
I'm trying to get right angles. That's what he's tried to fill in.
That is attempt at filling an hole.
Attempted at filling a hole.
You can see it from here. You can see it right. You can fit in.
Yeah.
And they put a smoke detector right under where you sit and have a fag.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
It's probably got linked to the fire service because they'll be around every time you have a smoke.
Right. And can you remember that big square hole that's in here above that door?
Yeah. Have they fixed it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen, honestly, if I was you, I'd push for some sort of compensation for and get some.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
Make yourself big.
You don't need to.
Holy fucking! What the fuck? Oh my god! Is that classed as done?
That's classed as that.
Hi, Raphael.
Oh my god! I would be doing kung fu moves.
Nah.
Is it? That's called artexing.
This episode fell around and it got a bucket of polyfiller. And you know one of these spatulas that I use for my baking? That were it.
Fuck. I think he thinks he's fucking icing a cake.
Best thing is, he says, Chris showing him like kitchen light switch and that.
You should have given me your icing thing. Your icing gun.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'll be better off doing
I'll do with AirTex.
Yeah.
They come out
anyway,
little swirls.
Chris went round showing him all these things that he was supposedly filling in, and he just stood there like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. He'd only worked for him since last Thursday.
Well, they give him a bucket of fucking polyfiller and a trowel. He should have a little idea.
Well, even a trowel, it were like one of these baking spatulas.
Imagine him still at the door like that.
Listen, honestly, if I was you, I'd go to the papers. I swear, this is horrendous.
Anyway, plumber came.
The budget and not turn up.
Budget and scarf, yeah, exactly. Anyway, so The upstairs toilet, that's fixed. Well, plumber came and it were different. There were a plumber came this morning, and apparently there were a leaking downstairs toilet, but I didn't know about that. So there were a oldish fella come and fix that this morning, and then he scarpered.
Hey, what builders wearing Stetson hats and 6 shooters on each hip? Right,
May as well been partners.
Go, yeehaw!
Anyway, so I think it were about what time would it be? Were it after you took Callum or before? Just before? No, before you took Callum. Yeah, well, Chris took Callum about 1 o'clock. Well, anyway, this plumber come out, fixed the upstairs toilet, so that's operational. Fixed the shower in, but we can't use it. We can't use it. Aye, Shandog. Because it needs you know that stuffing tube.
Mastic.
Yeah. Sealant.
I bet they come round tomorrow with some toothpaste.
It won't surprise me. Anyway, so you can't use shower because the bath's got to be sealed. Chris says, "Well, can't you do that?" No, it's not. You know, it's not for me to do. Right.
Is that work?
Anyway, so it come down. It come down, right? Now they've moved the. Hang on a minute. There we go. Hi, Shandor.
Hey, how are you?
Anyway, when they come to do the electric board this morning, they moved the cooker into the kitchen, and Chris thought, "Whoa, we're going to get cooker in." Nah, it's still in there, in the middle of the floor. Anyway, when this plumber come down, Chris says, "Well, they assured us that today we're getting this washing machine and this cooker in." He says, "It'll only take you 2 minutes. Can't you just, you just connect a thing and plug it in, and voila, there you go." Hi, Ali, how are you? He went,
Hello, Ali.
"It's not my job.
Hi, chat.
We're going
I
to have
can't
to
see
wait
it.
till tomorrow." Chris says, "He told us that on Friday."
You know, it's diabolical. Honestly, I cannot believe
farce,
this.
Isn't it?
When you put this shit.
It's a farce.
You couldn't make it up. Raphael says,
Really
maybe
drag it out on the signing bit. Don't sign it off yet. Let them fucking sweat a bit.
And he still
How
hasn't.
the fuck are you staying so calm?
He still haven't filled the light switching downstairs toilet. And when the supervisor come round this morning, Chris says, "Just
sent the Sesame Street crew in now.
says,
that hole where they put some polyfiller, that's supposed to be a piece of plaster in there and taped off and all that."
He said exactly the same thing. He says, "Oh, that's too big a hole for me to fill." He says it needs some plasterboard pouring in it.
Yeah, so how did he fill it?
So what did he do? He just filled it.
So bend over and film me cracking.
How did
It's not going to dry right.
Honestly, in the words of Gary, the bunch of
Let me have another look at the picture. Can I see the picture again? What's he put in there to fill it?
It's polyfiller basically.
Yeah, but how can he fill that big massive gap?
I have no idea.
There'll be a piece of board. He'll have put a piece of board in. Must have done.
I mean, even so, Richard, you know.
Because you can see, we can see with trowel mark, he's actually put pressure on that. You can't just fill a fresh air hole, can you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look
at the piece he missed. Look at the big.
Yeah, you know, we're supposed to be filling in, and there's a great hole in it still.
I'm presuming he'll come and rub it down and probably go with a bit of skim. You know, won't leave it like that.
That's going to put dust everywhere.
I'm glad you've got more confidence in him than I have, Richard.
Yeah, that's just to bung the hole up. He'll probably rub it down and then skim over it.
Yeah, if that's his first.
And then to top it off, he were in here, tried to fill this hole up, and he got like this, it was like a steel step.
Platform.
I don't know where it were. Anyway, so he gets on it here and he were wobbling and he went, "Oh, I nearly fell on you. I nearly fell into your lap." I thought, fuck's sake, that's all I need.
Can you imagine? I can just picture it now. Him falling on you, you turning around and Callum walking naked.
Yeah, that's how it brings a different meaning to bringing a spark back into your life.
Oh,
You know, and the thought came into my head, I want thrilling, not killing.
You think it'd kill you off?
You know, if I were going to trade Chris in, I'd trade him in for a younger model, not an older one.
Did you say a nail fell on you or something? Did you say that?
It's supposedly filled these holes in, Shandog.
Oh, I thought he was trying to nail you.
Well, I think you were.
You can say that's a
I mean,
bit.
Who's the new guy?
once you're saying to somebody, "Oh, I nearly fell on you," then.
Hey, who's the new guy next to you?
That's Robert Nurden.
Oh, there I said.
Yeah, what happened to your face, Johnny? You shaved it, huh? Looks good, bro.
Oh, Tommy says, did he borrow your icing bag to fill that?
You can put lovely little flowers up around your sockets.
I think I'd have been better off doing it with Send Johnny, to be honest. Honestly, and this is, you know, he hasn't got a fucking clue.
I'm going to grow it back a little bit, Shandog.
All the gear, but no idea.
There you go, Johnny.
I don't know whether he were. Chris says, do they run YTSs for older people?
Yeah, they're called OTSs.
You know what? You know how they used to do YTS?
Yeah, I was on YTS.
Yeah, well,
that's why I learned the fish habit.
Did they do them for older people? They took pity on him, and you know.
Well, they do it for younger ones, by the sounds of it.
He only started
15 quid a week, I think. I think it was 15 quid a week.
He only started working for him on Thursday, and they sent him round with a bucket of polyfiller and like a spatula that I use for my cakes.
Yeah, you were highly qualified.
Yeah.
You might be able to ice a cake.
No, I think I was paying 15 quid a week rent to my mum when I was on YTS, which is half my money.
And they assured us on Friday. They assured us on Friday it would all be done by today.
What can you get for 15 quid a week now, apart from mugged?
Yeah. I spend about 15 quid a week on milk.
But yeah,
it would be cheaper getting a cow.
I know.
Your old cow.
I mean, I've already got
one, but she don't produce milk.
I tried milking it, but it's fucking difficult. I said, now try milking me. Pagness, you're a freak of nature. How the fuck do you pop a cow up?
Holy shit. Look at the cow swinging, man. Hey, do that, Parkness.
No.
Parkness, do that for us.
No, I'm not falling for that one.
That's one of your old girlfriends, isn't it?
Do you know what that picture actually is? Well, it's a cow, but what is the photograph?
The photograph of a cow in a field.
Yeah.
Off a bottle of milk or something, Robert Wiseman or something.
No, it's an album cover.
Because they were swinging. Do that, cow.
No, that were a bull, Shandog. That's Mrs. Cow.
Whose album is it?
Oh, all right.
The Pink Floyd album.
You know,
Atom Heart Mother.
It's got the four
1970
things underneath.
I never heard of Darkness.
That what Easy
Well, most
plays.
people have never heard of anything other than Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh, did you say Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Oh, what album?
Atom Heart Mother.
Yeah.
From 1970.
Ooh.
Most milk me.
Fucking knockers.
Choo choo, Richard. Yeah, boy.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I just like saying that to Richard.
I heard him think knackers.
I thought I would start looking at some. I went, fucking knockers. I thought that I would
What did you drink it out of?
You could tell he's frustrated, can't you? Because he's thinking out loud now.
I think out loud all the time.
You know, he's seen the picture of the car with with 4 udders, and he's thinking, God, look at knockers on that.
No, I weren't looking at that. I'm looking at something else on the other computer.
Gay porn.
Was it a certain type of hub?
Yeah, no, it weren't that.
Or the
I never watched that
hamster one?
I'll put it in Morse code, Richard, as a hamster left the cage.
No, it weren't that one either. No, it weren't a porn site.
The hamster left the cage. I don't get it.
Hamster.com. Xhamster.com.
What's that?
I were looking, easy. It's 5 weeks on Wednesday since they started work here.
Holy fucking macaroni.
It's 5 weeks
Oh,
on Wednesday.
That is a fucking piss take.
Yeah,
I said I've had a week away. Built a fence. Built a wheelbarrow. Built a pirate ship.
I've had a week away. Johnny, we both had a week away.
And they still up to this stuff.
They're not finished.
Yeah, we both had a week away.
Yeah, that's the point. Aisy's been away as well.
We haven't started when Aisy went. It was that week you went away.
Yeah, I might have another week away now this week, and then they can finish it.
Is your favourite Richard, Miss Naka Cracker Wacker?
Yeah, she's in, yeah. Is that Crypto? I believe I always get mixed up.
But no.
So it's Chocolate Monster, among other things, isn't she?
But anyway,
You're into chocolate.
Cracker.
no, they keep coming. And Friday they said it'll definitely be all done Monday.
What's Monday? That's what I've been saying. What Monday are you talking about? Holy shit.
Just in time for to put a Christmas tree up.
Right?
Fucking
Yeah,
horrendous.
you might just get it finished for you so you can do a Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a brutal job they're doing.
And Chris, all that mess on back at downstairs toilet door and upstairs.
You mean your modern art?
Yeah, Chris told him about that. And he says, "Oh, he says once it's all finished, he says we'll send somebody around and."
Yeah, come on. When? What Monday is that going to be?
Kill me with my choke, put it that way.
Yeah, they send it window clean around.
Just made me think of George Formby song.
Because Chris,
I'm cleaning windows.
In that case, when I'm cracking
with
windows.
that pissed off, and he says, "Fuck off, I'm getting all stuff back in cupboards and whatever."
You can see, I can see.
Yeah, I would as well.
So air fryer's back in there. Says, oh no, microwave's still over there. And that rubbish is still all underneath where washing machine's going.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be happy. I'd be fucking well pissed off.
So every time you get a washing machine up and it'd be Chinese laundry, won't it?
Chris says, he says, the minute they plumb that washing machine, he says it could be going like clappers.
Yeah, that's a bit like Chinese laundry.
Yeah, Shandog, that's state that they've left the door in.
Wow, they're screwing you, huh?
Oh, is it Jackson Pollock painting?
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing's been a Jackson Pollock.
I get to frame it just in case it's a Banksy.
No, well, it is, but it's spelt with a W.
Oh dear.
Do you know when I went swimming today? It was just after all the old ladies do their after
That sort of rubbish that they've bunged in. Oh, where washing machines going.
Was that blue rinse coming out?
When they filled it up with trash, that ain't right.
Yeah.
the water was like fucking
I'd be like,
murky.
take your trash. Sorry, Hazy.
It was murky, so it was like full of fucking old lady.
Old person.
Full of old lady. What do you mean? They leave a trail behind them.
Yeah, they do. It's like swimming in fucking hoo-ha chowder. And do you know what? And I almost drowned on it.
Richard is an orange ring
Some of it
around
went
it.
in me. Some of it went in me. So basically,
You
what
got
I'm
a bit
saying
of pensioners who hard discharge down your throat.
full of the old ladies inside me. Sick.
Nothing worse than swimming in who
No, well,
hard
there's
discharge.
a lesson to be learned there, Easy. When you're swimming, keep your mouth shut.
I can only see the end, but it's I can't see in front of my fucking like that man in front of me. It's like
The
fucking
boop at the pool.
it's like dish water.
Oh dear.
Honestly, I to the point where I don't really want to go in it again. That's
You know, boats.
Hiya, boats. How are you?
Hello, boats.
My boats.
But
I think I'm gonna have to find out when they're doing their shit and go either before or way after.
Oh, you want to make sure it's way after they're doing the
well,
shit.
let sediment settle a bit, Easy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like give me the fucking shit.
I'm going on Wednesday.
Swimming in who hard.
See, I haven't opened the other pool down here yet. It's pretty booked up, this pool.
It's fucked. I know what it is. It's fucking. It's all the old lady chlamydia and shit.
Where's that fishy smelling waterfall?
That's nothing to clap about, man.
I wish I could take my camera so I could film it and show you. It's horrendous.
Be like, what's his name? David. Scuba Dave there.
Scuba Steve. I might get some goggles with secret cameras in them. Like spy goggles.
Right? Creep goggles.
Yeah, and the worst part about it, it was quite busy as well. So I had to share the lane with two people. So you got to do the rotation. And I'm fucking gulping up this fucking clam chowder juice.
No, I had mussels earlier.
That's a fucking quahog, man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty sure a couple of laps I seen some corn and fucking boiled potatoes, Bob.
Oh, God.
All the studs.
Oh, man.
A bit of old flange.
A little bit of lip. A little bit of fucking left lip come fucking stuck to my face.
Oh, my God. Fucking snail.
Snail
There were
trail.
blue circles for blue rinse and yellow circles for, well, you make your own mind up.
And do you know what happens? Because there's so many people swimming, when it gets
It's
busy,
like dipping a tea bag in your cup.
the pool gets quite choppy. So when there's loads of people swimming, it's like you're swimming at sea. Really, it's quite choppy like. So when it's choppy, I take a stroke and I come up for a breath, and because there's a fucking wave have just broke on my face, I fucking inhale some water, which then makes me choke a little bit. So now I'm still trying to swim and fucking recover from a fucking drowning fucking.
Side back life, boy.
At the same time, I know the water what I just drunk is as misty as a fucking, you know.
Is the water warm, though?
Uh,
No, I don't have to think about it. Is the water warm?
it's been flanged.
No, it's not water.
Yeah, it is.
Neil, you've got to think on it this way, Easy. That's probably only time, you know, rather than eating at home, that's probably only time they get to have a wash.
Oh, that's
yeah. No. Fucking 80 old ladies having a bath together.
In the cost of living crisis, it's cheaper
Ferociously for an hour.
Foot
And you're the
buggers.
bar of soap.
You know, you've got foot
Right.
buggers.
You need to find out what day they do that on, then you don't have to go swimming in soup. Just go earlier or something before they start.
It's all fat, innit?
Take your own tea strainer.
I want to take my own fucking filter.
Oh, them pipes, what do you call them? Snorkels.
Yeah.
You know something? You might as well go swimming at Blackpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just inhale the odd tampon.
I'm gonna say,
Oh.
you don't mind, you know, a tampon getting attached.
Just be wearing it, turds floating past.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
walk back up onto the sea like with a nappy on your head. Back
I'll be right back.
with a nappy on your head.
Okay.
Swimming worse, but it's not cool, man.
I didn't know, is it?
Raphael says that a build your immune system for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fucking right.
Either that or get shits.
Yeah, I probably got some fucking.
How did you explain that to doctor? You went
I
swimming
bet
after
I
a lot of
swallowed a bit of acid, smoked a bit of bunion. I bet there's a bit of bunion in me.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking tell you.
A few
Might
cobwebs floating.
You might even have inhaled traces of Vagisil.
Oh, yeah. Fucking half a tube of lube yourself.
That one, Richard. Half a tube of a Vagisil.
You can always see a group of old women rank Vagisil in Sainsbury's. Yeah,
Oh, listen, I see old fellas. They got their own creams. There's this one fella, yeah. He's a big fella.
Creams.
They do. He's in a changing room. He's bollock naked, yeah. He's got his one leg up on the thing, and he's got this fucking cream like a big jug of it, and he's fucking slapping it on in between his legs and fucking
all over his base.
Then he realised it was fiery yank.
You got all this fucking.
Just to set the record straight, I don't use Vagisil or anything like that. Even at my age.
As a woman, she's self-lubricating.
I use mostly salad cream.
Salad cream.
Oh dear.
Not
cheered me up today because I felt like setting light to all these boxes.
Yeah. She picked a rainy day to want to throw cardboard boxes.
Yeah. I felt like, throwing something at somebody or setting light to them or... See you later, Raphael. Thanks for popping in.
See you later, Raphael.
We've been, like camping out in his living room for the last 5 weeks.
Oh, it's horrendous. How they expect it is fucking horrendous. Yeah, you need you're not talking to the right people. You need somebody to fucking you need compensation. Honestly, I really believe you need some sort
need
of
a miracle.
Yeah, partner's right there. We need a miracle.
Yeah, I've took the piss.
I'll just show you. State at living room. This is that. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
That's how we've been living for 5 weeks.
Yeah, that's not right, man.
But that's tumble dryer. The one in distance, that's chest freezer.
1 minute.
That one in middle's biscuit.
He's going out his doggo.
Who's that idiot at the end?
I don't know. Who's that idiot over there?
Oh, it's Chris.
Alive.
Give him a wave.
I have done already.
Just do as
Are
you
you
fucking told.
ready? Are you ready?
But yeah, that's just a preview of how we've been living for the last 5 weeks. Air fryers in here, microwave, toaster.
It's upside.
And then they wonder why you've had it up to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, it's horrendous.
Yeah, they should pay you for something living like that. That ain't right.
It's like living like a hermit, you know what I mean? Or You know what I mean? We're eating.
Yeah, but it's not living like your lifestyle.
You know, hiya, Brett. How are you? It's like we've been cooking, eating everything down here.
Fucked up. Listen, it's 11 o'clock. I gotta go.
But yeah, you know, you can understand my frustration. I'm just fed up on it now.
2 years ago, women used to go to the doctors with a thing called.
Hey, up boats. It's a case of having to. They've been
frustration.
refurbishing his kitchen and his bathroom upstairs, and that has been like that for 5 weeks. That's all his kitchen, everything packed in boxes.
Yeah, they used to go to the doctors with the symptoms of frustration, and the doctor would just get out this massive vibrator and just fucking sort them out.
I could do it around on that punch bag that you.
They would leave, and they'd be all right.
I say, I could do it around on that punch bag that you had a work at, and
yeah.
That's Callum, by the way, and he's fully clothed.
No, it's not a ghost.
Well, listen, I gotta go to bed. It's I got school runs and shit, and I gotta be sensible in life.
So if you hear her arse in Sheffield going up in flames, it's ours.
Okay. Adios, amigos.
See you later.
Daisy, thanks for popping up.
Looks nice and sunny though where you are, Shandog.
Yeah, it still is. It'll be for a couple more hours. It was nice today. It was like 71 degrees today, 72.
Yeah, and it's been pissing it down all day.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's what time? About 1:30. I think it started raining here, and it's done no but piss it down.
I hate the freaking rain.
Oh, but it don't stop since.
But yeah, boats. We've been like this for 5 weeks now, and I'm.
My you see my tree down there? It's flowered.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's having spring.
Yeah, it's like spring right now. It's starting to be. It already was first day of spring, but we had snow last week.
You know, and they come out boats on Friday. You know, painting, trying to get it all done because they're supposed to be signing off on it. It'll be all done by Monday, they said.
So what time is it, Shandog? About 5 o'clock there where you are.
It's 6.
It's 5 hours behind.
Yeah, so it's what is it? 6:45 or something? I don't know. 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Where are you from, dog?
I don't know. What,
and I know you're on
the church bells just went off, so it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, so you're obviously Eastern time where you are.
Right. You just going ahead the hour.
So one at Northern States on the East Coast.
No.
Just getting used to getting back up at 7.
Chris has been going up at 7:15. Yeah, nearly 5 weeks. But the thing is, boats, we don't own this house, we rent it, and the housing association that we rent off has, done the refurb in the kitchen and the bathroom, so we don't get a say of any of the workmen that come in and I think they've been to circus and got, a bunch of clowns on.
Sounds like they've turned up at high school.
Cowboy builders.
Yeah.
You should do the 3-pin plug check on the electricians and see where fuse goes.
Ain't best about it though, Johnny. After they'd done fuse board and he'd fix that light switch in kitchen, every time they went round flicking oven and washing machine switch and whatever, it was short. It were tripping.
Tripping out. So somebody's not.
So they ended up having to ring somebody, and he says every time we go to turn like flick switch for cooker or flick switch for washing machine, it just trips out.
It's obviously a short somewhere.
They got the wrong way round.
Fuck's sake.
So the cooker switch is now controlling the washing machine, and the washing machine switch is controlling.
But on the other hand, they fix your kitchen light so it works properly.
Oh yeah, missed that.
Be thankful for
This is
small
really-
mercies.
Getting them wrong way around shouldn't trip it, though. You know what I mean? If there's nothing attached, it should be no different.
There were two of them, Richard, and neither
Yeah.
of them had got a clue why it was tripping out.
That's weird, is that?
You
It's
got
actually-
And I heard him on phone, and he says every time we reset it and we go in the kitchen and flick this switch, he says it's tripping it out.
They probably have the wires backwards.
Yeah, because even if they got them wrong way around, as in if there's nothing actually connected, no washer, a cooker connected, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't trip it.
No.
Unless the wires were physically touching each other.
They'll be doing an electrical test, won't they, when they plug a socket into it?
So yeah, we kept hearing this beeping.
Well,
Kept hearing this beeping, and Chris says they're probably going round with a tester to test, you know. Anyway, they sorted it in hand, and it's not tripped since, so they must have done it.
Their wires probably are reversed.
Honestly, Shandog, they both look like 12-year-olds. Ever so young. And
That's
one
not right.
come in here, I says to him, I says, is it me? I says, or are these electricians getting younger? I says, you and him in there both only look about 12. And he says, 24, he says, and him in there is older than me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if they even have a license.
It makes me wonder, right, if they've done an apprenticeship at this firm that they're working for and they've only just qualified.
Probably.
Right.
They certainly can't have much experience at 24.
But he said he was 24, and he says him in there, he says he's
Don't
older
let
than me.
my bloody kids, though.
Yeah, he's still wet behind the ears.
We
But
have
you
some
think
electrics.
if the
You know,
lift
blind man
at
on a developing
15, I don't know how long they have to be at college for, and then they go on to an apprenticeship, don't they?
Yeah, cornflake packet qualifications.
So let's imagine the electrician's course is 3 years. So that takes them to 19.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know, they took them on as apprenticeships.
With the 5 year.
No, they'll have done their apprenticeship. Part of it would have been working on the job, part of the apprenticeship.
Yeah, the guy with the license.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably a sham company, like you said.
I reckon.
Boy builders.
I
At
reckon.
the end of the day, God, it's just 3 bloody wires. No matter what house you go to, it's 3 bloody wires. If you can't get them in the right place, there's something wrong. You know what I mean? It's not like there's thousands.
It was the same lad, the one with blonde hair that got glasses like Callum. He'd done that light switch in kitchen, and Chris told him about it, and he fixed it. And he went, "Oh, I fixed your light in kitchen like we're doing us a favour." And Chris says, "Well, you fucked it up in first place. It was you that fucked it up." And they were his exact words. And he says, "I couldn't give a flying fuck whether they report me and say, oh, we were being abusive and they were effing and jeffing and whatever." A week and a half, they've known about that light switching.
See you later, Johnny.
See you later, Johnny.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you later, Johnny.
All right, peace, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, they're giving you a rock.
It was the same lad that had done it in first place. You know,
Nice.
you make a mistake, you do it right, don't you? And he sort of made out doing us a favour. Oh, I fixed that light switch for you.
Right.
And then he wondered why Chris said,
well, he's a qualified electrician.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps swapping.
That's what I'm saying, Boats. They were both looked like they were kids.
Yep, guessing.
But and then when it kept tripping out, they ended up ringing somebody to find out why. You know, so it just shows they didn't have a clue.
Wait, that ain't safe. I'd be calling the council or something, right, and asking them, can you have this checked? Because it keeps popping and there's no reason it should. It's all new, right?
Or either that, or they haven't got a clue.
Right, that's what I think.
Yeah.
The kids letting them
You're the
on.
wrong person for the job.
I mean, our Callum's 21 and he'll be 22 in November. I says, well, put it this way. I says, he's only 21. I says, but he looks older than what you two are. Put together, probably.
Yeah, 21 look like 40.
No, you don't.
And probably to see with these circuit breakers, you only need a bit of damp or water to touch one of your earth wires.
Well, that's what they've just done. They just done like, you know, board thing. And they took the old doody-dar off and put a new one in, where all breakers are.
For all the breakers.
Yeah.
Breaker panel.
Yeah, they put a new board on and all new circuit breakers in.
So they probably didn't wire them right, is what they did. There should be all the same on this side and on this side and then all the grounds.
I'm no electrician, Shandog, but there was something amiss because every time they flicked a switch in kitchen, it was going off. And then next thing I heard was this bleep, 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 and Chris says, he's testing sockets.
We used to have it at our house, and it was every time, and it took months to try and work out what it was. And all the electric would just go off randomly for no reason. Then one day it clicked. I thought, hang on, somebody's just had a shower not long since. And then I thought, when it last went off, that was about 20 minutes after a shower. And it was a flipping trap, the water trap on the shower base, was dripping right on top of one of them brown boxes, you know, that where the wires are, them brown connection boxes.
Yeah, like connections.
And it was just dripping on that. But it weren't doing it straight away. It was dripping, and you'd left the shower, and obviously enough water dripped on it. So I'd like 20 minutes later, and it chipped it out, and it took months to work out.
But this is the thing, Richard. If we have a light bulb go, right? If a light bulb pops, it knocks all lights off. Even when a bulb goes.
What knocks out? What trips all the switches out?
Not all of it. It just does the downstairs lights. If a bulb goes, let's say for instance this bulb goes now, it's always been like that. And that was the old one.
I've never known that.
Oh, shouldn't do that.
That's weird.
Yeah, very weird.
And
usually we just change the light bulb.
As soon as a bulb pops or goes, it'd cut.
It sounds like the wired them all in series.
That's another one.
Well, they should be in a ring. They should,
Is that right?
It's unusual for that to happen. I've never known that.
Chris is, you know where cookers going? Chris is. Oh, dear me.
Wow, how they screw that on?
That is where the cooker connects.
Bloody hell. That's obviously the gas, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think I switched cooker on. It was in.
That's another one of his masterpieces.
I'll leave that splashback like that.
Well, it just peels off. That does.
Well, they won't peel it off, wouldn't they?
It's all right. We've got a splashback where cookers go in. Chris says, I hope they're not leaving it like that. And I says, it just peels off, doesn't it?
Right. Should be a sticky thing for them to stick their thing on.
Yeah. It just peels off. I think them direction arrows mean that you've got to peel from bottom up.
Where we can shove it up our arse. The direction up.
It was like Friday. He says
What do you want to do?
This says to Chris, Oh, that upstairs toilet's got a slight leak, but it should be all right. Just don't use it. So we goes up that night. They put all red tape over toilet seat.
Do not
You know,
use.
as if to say, danger, do not use.
Callum's just been upstairs to use that tap upstairs. Says, I think there's something up with that tap. It's spitting water out every now and again.
Oh.
So I fuck that up now, no?
Tell you, if you don't laugh, you cry.
Right. You gotta find humor in it.
Also bother, that's it.
You know, wonky light switches. Great big gaps under light switches.
Yeah, they're not the right people for that job.
Say, Mum, you know when I switched it, I was like, bloody hell, fire.
You think you're having a shower? Oh,
that bloody smoke alarm earlier. Jesus Christ.
Well, there's a word, yeah. Oh, that went out when he were doing. I don't know what he were doing upstairs. I don't know whether he were using his blowtorch anyway. Can smoke alarm were going off like clappers.
Tried hiding under 6-foot ladders.
So it just goes to show how sensitive the smoke alarms are. They're only using like, you know what plumbers use, like a blowtorch thing.
I bet
And smoke alarm kept going off.
He'll do the smoking and then also beep, 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 beep.
You don't want to see my wash basket, it's overflowing. Because they promised us with that washing machine on today. Oh, I'll go till 20 past and then. Yeah, because Chris is up early again in the morning, which he didn't really want to do.
Don't come till 5 o'clock.
When they say that they're going to be done on Monday and
yeah, but which Monday?
I can't see him.
Which Monday?
Being done tomorrow, mate. Not unless they send a mad big team of people.
Don't say that, Richard. You know, I'll probably end up getting locked up if they don't.
Plastering to be done, and God knows what, isn't there? From what you've shown us.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Can't be taking.
Not when they, you know.
Well, we're not going to go in your bedroom, Callum, unless I want to knob you.
Unless it's Sophia.
What was that? That scribe. What were her name?
I think her name was Sky or something.
Sky, that's it, Richard.
Sky?
It did begin with an S. I couldn't remember her name.
She said hello to me today.
I know, I've told Richard I said she spoke to you.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to run now.
Okie dokie then,
Shandog.
Thank you.
Jeanette.
And I'll see you later.
Richard,
See you
everybody in the chat, have a good night. I'll see you after. Bye-bye.
Mama got to do that.
Number 3.
You know what they say, tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, you never know your luck.
Another dollar, another day.
It's another day at the office.
You know,
same as Chris says earlier on. He says, fuck it. He says, I'm going to start putting some stuff in the cupboard. And then he says, am I doing wrong putting stuff back in cupboards and whatever? You know, will he get a bollocking off him? Because you're not supposed to do it till everything's finished. So I don't know.
Well, at this rate, don't till get finished because they keep on breaking stuff.
That's it.
That's probably why they'll run out of money.
I think you end up reinstalling appliances yourself.
That's what Chris says when this plumber says it's not my job. Chris says, for fuck's sake, after he'd gone, he says, it's just connecting. I mean, that washers nowadays just
connecting water and
to the cold.
I shoved it back in myself, me.
A lot of these washing machines have just one water feed.
Yeah,
feed.
The modern washing machines nowadays have just got a cold feed, and the washing machine eats it up itself.
Yeah.
So it's just a plastic fitting onto that thing. Screw it tightly, push it in, plug it in on.
Turn your water on, up it doesn't leak.
I'm surprised you just didn't shove it in and use it. I would have done.
Well, that's what Chris contemplated.
I would have done.
Away you go.
When he said it's not my job. After he'd gone, Chris says, for fuck's sake, he says it's just connecting a blue pipe and plugging it in, and there you go.
I'd have just shoved it in me and used it.
All washing would have been done by now. But
Yeah.
there you go.
Well, if you don't shove it in tomorrow, just shove it in yourself when they've gone. I would.
Chris says, he says, I'll give benefit of that. Because he said he were having a word with that old fella. I think his name's Andy. He hadn't worked for him for very long either.
You don't need to be a plumber to plug a bloody washing machine in.
Oh, no.
Exactly what Chris said. He said,
when they deliver them to you, they pop them in for you. I'm pretty sure all AO drivers aren't plumbers.
A plumber's a plumber in my, my dad were a plumber. And I used to go all over the place with my dad. And I think I could have done a better job. I'm not, I kid you not. You know what I mean? You don't go around with your dad for years and years and years as a kid and not pick things up and soldering. And I mean, I know it's all
nowadays they hardly do much soldering now. It's all push fits on new builds. You know what I mean? It's all push fit.
Back in the day when my dad were a plumber, it were all, I know, showing them that's all rubbish that they've left.
Yeah.
It's took some more on that, hasn't it?
Yeah, clear it all out and get washing machine back in.
Surely they're going to plaster that wall.
Two empty, that sealant thing.
Sikaflex.
They all cardboard boxes. Now, Chris, there were a long white bath panel in our kitchen. So Chris says, you can take this bath panel with you when you go. He went, it's for yours. And Chris says, all hands on. didn't even know where it had got to be fitted. But yeah.
For a different house, why didn't you put it in the house to store instead of our house?
All our bath panels is on at end one and along.
We had next door's sink, next door's toilet, next door's bath panel.
Yeah, they've been using it as a storage facility.
Everything.
And Chris says, well, you can take that bath panel with you when you go. He says it's not free.
Put your foot down.
He didn't even know where it was for. Right up the jacksy.
I'll take part in this advice, Dad.
But you do. I mean, I've got this booklet out today, and I've got him the phone number because he says, find that phone number for me. He says, I'm going to ring them up and give him a right fucking.
He says, what's this, Cowboy City?
Yeah.
I'm watching for White Steed pulling up tomorrow.
What's that cowboy called after Toy Story?
Woody.
Woody, that's it. Woody.
End of the day, until they come up to you and said, right, we're done, we're finished. That's when you can sort of say, well, that ain't right.
When they talk about signing off, Richard, basically they're signing the house back to us. You know what I mean?
When that point comes, that's when you go around and you check everything.
Yeah, this is still not done. This is still not done.
If there's something not done, then you don't sign nothing.
This is a right cock up. And, this old fella coming round with a baking spatula and a tin of filler.
Palette knife.
In my eyes.
I could have done a better job.
Yeah, definitely. Like
cake.
You ought to put some of that filler in your piping bag and gone round things and then flattened it out with spatula. Job done. It got like, with them spatulas that I use for my baking.
Yeah.
That's all it got.
Oh my God.
Airtex where you do swirls on ceiling.
And a bucket of filler.
Looks like surface.
Remember when swirls were all the rage once over? Everybody had swirls on the ceiling.
Latex stuff.
Yeah, that were all the rage that once over Artex.
Wow. Looks like surface at moon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's bad on ceilings. I don't think it's a bad thing to use on ceilings, but on walls,
terrible.
As long as you go on that shallow
And when
pattern.
that, if and when that plumber comes tomorrow, say, right, give me your gaffer's phone number.
Yeah.
Oh, tell that gaffer, says, you employ bloody cowboys or what? They don't think get a pages and say, yeah,
Right, I'm gonna get going.
unbelievable.
So I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be the last terrific Tuesday, hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed.
Unless players are playing, then it won't be.
Hey?
Unless players are playing on a Tuesday, then it won't be.
Yeah. So it'll be the last terrific Tuesday tomorrow. Hopefully next week we'll be back to normal baking.
I won't bet on it, lady.
It'd be like feeding. It'd be like a feeding frenzy with these pair because they had had no baking for 4 or 5 weeks.
I've gone cold turkey.
See,
Not like 3 goals.
Chris says I've gone cold turkey. I've got shakes. I'll see you all later, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, dear, you couldn't make it up, could you?